I cannot explain what I just saw. Chance, why don't you take a crack at explaining for our listeners at home?
There's a man on crutches. He's scowling at me. He's looking at me. He's making intense eye contact. And he's on his tippy toes, and he's now thrusting.
Welcome to URL, a show all about the internet and the URLs that you're looking at every day. I'm your host, Courtney Miller, and here's your co-host, Chance McCrary. Chance McCrary. Wow, no moan. Okay. It's the first time he hasn't moaned after hearing his own name.
Oh. Why'd you say it like that?
You autosexual freak. And today our amazing guest is MacDoesIt, baby. If
amazing
guest.
Amazing guest.
I was a host. You're a host too. If you've been watching Smosh for a while and you haven't seen MacDoesIt, I would be genuinely surprised. You may as well be one of our co-hosts at this point. Honestly, you've been on everything. We actually have something for you today that we've promised you for a long time.
Oh. What is it? Oh my God.
It is finally, MacDoesIt is beholden to the SMEGOT. You have been on everything. Is that a fake Oscar with a piece of tape that says SMEGOT?
With a piece of tape.
This is what you've been waiting
the best
for.
At Smosh, you know?
It's been how long since we said you should get that?
Months.
And this is what we were cooking on. We were brewing this up.
I've been waiting. I've been anticipating.
Where's it gonna go?
No. So many places it can go.
So many places.
The trash.
Hey! We spent a long time on that.
That's actually where we found it. So maybe.
But I do have a little trophy shelf because if you don't know, I'm an award-winning YouTuber. Multiple.
What's your favorite one?
As in two.
Multi-award winning. That's on the resume.
I won the Shorty Award for Best YouTube Comedian in 2018, 2019. I forget.
Amazing, a Shorty. And that's your favorite one?
Shorty, yeah.
Not the SMEGOT?
Oh, yeah, the SMEGOT's obviously my favorite.
The Trash Award?
Yeah.
Right.
A good door stopper.
The Shorty is really cute, though. It is like a whale tail.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whale tail right now.
What'd that mean?
You don't know what a whale tail is?
Means?
No.
It was very 2000s.
I wasn't alive then.
Fashion trend. When were you born?
2001.
Oh, 9/11?
I'm not saying they're correlated, but...
A whale tail is when... I sometimes have it happens to me on accident, and I'll be like, whoa, slay.
What is whale tail?
It's when your jeans are a little bit, or your pants are a little bit low, and if you're wearing a thong...
Your thong is up. It's like a whale tail.
The string, the G-string...
Do you own a thong?
Shows. Computer, Google up a whale tail, please.
I don't even own a jockstrap.
That's not what I was talking about.
That's like a gay taboo.
I know. I don't think they're sexy. I'm like, whatever.
Show the back.
I gotta go.
Show it from the back.
Show it from the back.
From the back.
Oh, these are horrible. Okay, that's a decent one.
Hey, girl.
Whale tail, and that's very much a 2000s picture, you know?
Yeah.
We're on the Smosh Wi-Fi, so there's a lot of blocks. There's a lot of blockages.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't let you look at stuff or it flags
Is that
it.
true?
I'm pretty sure if you're on the Wi-Fi and Google some crazy shit,
Damn,
like how to make a bomb.
a job here. Just kidding.
How to
Do I just hold this the entire episode?
Oh, no, you can put it right here if you want.
You can
My
sit.
shoulder?
Oh, that's cute.
Or right here.
What do we do? What would you guys like? Behind the camera. Congratulations on the SMEGOT officially. Is this what the actual official SMEGOT looks for everybody that we give it to?
I think this is the first that we've given.
What the hell?
We gave one to Baby No Money, but it was like a piece of paper.
Oh, so you got...
Hey,
You got
I got a
At least
trophy.
you know that.
I got a physical one.
You got a physical.
Oh, that's right.
I will say under SMEGOT, it says best mother.
You want to look?
Is that fair?
Yeah, all encompassing.
Yeah.
I do mother a lot on YouTube. You know.
Yes, you
How
do.
do you mean?
Some may say all these bitches are my sons. You know.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
I've been doing this for quite a while. You know.
Yes, the mother of YouTube. And so when we look at it, it's like it says SMEGOT, but then you hear mother underneath. I like that.
That's beautiful.
I wonder if we get do we get anything for being in every Smosh video?
Paid.
T.
And I'm gonna
That's actually you ate with that. You ate with that.
my damn mouth.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna shut my damn computer.
Yeah.
Shut my mouth, please.
Computer, shut this woman up.
Shut this dumbass bitch up. Computer, shut this dumb bitch up. Okay, so
Oh my god.
we are talking about you've been mothering on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but what started your internet life? You know, like what were the websites that were inspiring you in the beginning that were getting you excited?
I don't know if it exists anymore. Do you remember Funny or Die?
Oh my God, yeah.
That's the website?
Yeah.
Yeah, like before like YouTube, that was like the website I would go to.
What's some like vivid stuff off of Funny or Die that you remember?
It was Funny or Die and College Humor. I'm like blending them both together right now in my head because the first thing that came up in my mind was College Humor used to do Olsen twins, like Kate Olsen, Mary-Kate Olsen, the entire sketch and all that stuff. A lot of College Humor stuff.
It was like sketch comedy was the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
I love it.
Funny boy.
Have you worked with Dropout?
No.
You should.
I wanted
That's
to.
College Humor.
I tweeted out saying like, I want to work with them one day, and they liked my tweet. Then nothing happened. So Dropout, if you're watching.
Computer, tell Dropout to reach out to Mac.
Computer.
In high school, someone had an iTouch, and there was like a Funny or Die app where they could just like see me.
What the hell is an iTouch?
Don't do this to me, James.
He wasn't born yet.
Honestly, iTouch, there's so many old Apple products that probably would hit harder now because you can eliminate the phone of it all or whatever. But iTouch was like, to those who don't know,
You're
literally,
so
genuinely.
Right. I'd love
was,
to bring up the iFish again.
iFish, you freaking weirdo.
I love talking about this.
There's iFish and then there's iTurtle.
No.
Yeah, there's a turtle.
You're lying.
You love turtles.
I love turtles. Are you kidding me?
Turtle.
Wow. I wish I could see it.
Okay, I'm gonna need one of these.
2008.
Oh my God, I need one immediately.
They're so hard to get. It's so hard to get like untouched. Like if you try to get like one in its package, it's like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'll pay for it.
Oh my God, those are so cute too. I never had any of these. I think I got.
Oh my God, I want the iTurtle so bad. You're joking.
Wow, it's little head.
Little head bobs, yeah.
That's so cute.
You had one?
No, I have the iDog. I feel like the iTurtle lived like for like a couple months.
That's ironic.
I love like what made an
ironic.
A big do you think they have the ironic? Do you think they make that? I wonder who decided like turtle was the animal that they were gonna use. You know, I love that there's just like a whole big building of people in suits or turtlenecks or whatever, and they're going, what should we do, a turtle or a dog?
Because robot pets, I did a whole video about this. We can talk about this all the time. But robot pets were like a big trend in like 2005.
Yes.
Specifically
the for reals.
Out of the Japanese market. It was very much a big thing from there.
I remember I wanted that little pet dinosaur one, the little raptor that could like move its neck and walk around. I wanted that so bad.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my God.
I wanted him to be my friend.
I remember that.
So
I remember
bad.
those commercials.
That is bringing me back. That is
video
crazy.
idea right here in front of my face.
Like in my mind, before I like knew what AI was, I wanted this dinosaur to be my friend and be
Now
a
they have
real
that.
pet.
Now
I
they
know.
have that. The droid that they brought on stage at the Disney conference.
Oh, is that Olaf? How Olaf is like fully a robot now?
Olaf is too.
Yeah, Olaf's a robot.
No, but
Fully
they made like a
robot.
Star Wars droid and they brought it on stage and he like walks around and thinks and does shit.
Oh, no. Speaking of Disneyland, have you seen the robotic Walt Disney? The new like live,
The new animatronic?
animatronic Walt Disney?
No.
It's scary.
They're
It's
wild.
terrifying. It walks. It will get out of his chair and walk forward.
Okay,
And
Forward.
like talk to you. Yeah, it's like
How long-
terrifying. When
how
he did that,
long-
I screamed.
what happens if we program an AI consciousness to think it's Walt Disney and then put it in a Walt Disney body?
That's weird.
What
I think
happens
he's gonna
then?
Just get a bunch of shit wrong. He's gonna stay at the wrong zodiac sign. I don't know.
You know what it reminds me of?
It's gonna be
Okay,
shit
it
wrong.
reminds me of the Santa Claus 2 when there's the fake Santa Claus. He's like, I'm Santa Claus.
Yes. Okay, because Eddie Burback talked about this where he decided there was some weird AI personality chat thing where there was somebody selling that you could talk to Eddie Burback AI chat. So Eddie Burback decided to talk to himself and ask a bunch of questions, and it was saying a bunch of wrong shit.
I have those. The character AIs, there's a few character AIs of me as well.
What?
Have you talked to them?
I've tried to, and they...
What do you mean?
They're
What
like,
do you mean? What do you
you
mean?
There's a
seem
few.
familiar.
There's a
They
handful
download.
of them.
Wait.
I don't even know.
Like,
They're
without
kind of,
your
I don't even
consent?
know, but they've programmed them to be like drag queens. So whenever you talk to them, like, yes, mama hunty, ooh. Like, oh, get it together, girl. House down. I'm like, okay,
House
yeah, that's how
down.
I talk.
So they just did that of you without talking to
yeah.
you?
What do you mean they did that of you?
I don't even know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how
I don't know either.
I don't know if it's just a prompt or if they like download a video or something. I don't know what goes
a lot
on.
of prompts. Like if you see, there's these people who like make their AI chat boyfriend or whatever, and it's like it's not like someone that they met and happened to get to know. It's someone that they programmed with. Like some people that are sharing on Reddit all these prompts to like fine tune a boyfriend in AI.
What?
So it's extensive. So maybe, and there's people who have jobs, so it's like their job is inputting and prompting AI. And so they are probably, if they're doing one of you, inputting all of your videos and maybe
My quirks and all
and
that
then
stuff.
assuming things
So it
about you.
listens
Apparently
to,
a
like,
drag
speech
queen.
patterns and blah, blah and your vernacular
I don't
and
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're necessarily, some of them don't, it's not that you're hearing it, but they're saying stuff, right? Is it,
Yeah.
It's not your voice.
It's not my voice. It's just
They
saying.
can't,
It's
that's
just a
illegal.
chatbot that's supposed to be characterized around me.
Yeah, so weird. I wonder if there's any of us.
that makes me scared and I don't want to
It
look.
feels
I
very
know.
intrusive.
Yeah.
It probably is if you search them.
That's terrifying.
I don't want that. I don't
want that.
Gonna look.
I do not want that. But yeah, Eddie was like, they get shit wrong. They're just saying it confidently. And like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this where you're trying to figure something out on a website, like, oh, I need to change this setting and it's not letting me. And so you'll click help and then it'll let you do a chat. And I'll be like, how do I do this? And then it'll tell you step by step what to do. And the steps that they're saying do not exist.
make
They'll be like,
sense. Yeah.
click this button, adjust this. It's like, that button isn't real. You made that up. And you're supposed to be helping me. You're supposed to be the
Especially,
expert.
Like the Google AI, it's like specifically they don't have a way to verify sources. So the AI would just say whatever. It
Right.
finds.
Literally be saying kind of crazy shit. And I'm not even searching. I'm not even looking for you to say anything. Actually, I was
Yeah.
going for a Google search.
Right.
I actually wasn't asking you anything. Why
Right.
are you piping up?
Pipe down.
Pipe down.
Computer,
wants to be
shut this
seen,
bitch. Yeah.
Computer shut off. Computer shut down.
Computer, be quiet. We've talked a lot about Tumblr on this. Do you have any Tumblr tags? What were you? Because you were on Tumblr.
I
too.
was a Tumblr girly. In my first, I'm kind of telling on myself right now, but in my first era, like when I first started doing YouTube, I would specifically search up Dan and Phil and like Tyler Oakley fan accounts. And I would message them being like, I'm also a YouTuber.
No
I'm also a YouTuber. Please check out
way.
my channel, please. Yeah.
That's smart.
Wow.
You knew your audience.
I was like, if I get the fangirls, everyone will love me.
Oh,
And
I
look,
love
I am.
it.
Here I am, on
Here you
Smosh,
are.
you know?
You made it. You're doing well. You're doing well.
Yeah.
But honestly, you knowing your audience and marketing for yourself, not a bad idea. Hey.
Little teenage me, yeah.
I had a lot of fan accounts that I followed too. It was a lot of One Direction fan accounts. And so, but even back then, you were like, you were a creator still too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear more about before you were a creator and when you were just a consumer of the internet.
The internet.
Yeah, so Funny or Die, probably one of those.
I was a Tumblr girl. My Tumblr was very aesthetic forward. I love like photography and
Me
all that
too.
stuff. Black and white photos.
You were black and white.
Mhm.
Okay,
Very black and white Tumblr.
I was like color coordinating. I would just be scrolling forever and I would like, and then I would go back and reblog in a way that the colors like matched.
I feel that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was very proud of it.
Mhm.
None of the artwork was mine. But
None of the
I
art
was
was
like,
but the aesthetic,
It's how I arranged
I
it.
curated. We were
Yes.
curators.
Yes, we were. And look at us now. You're
On
you're
Smosh.
and you're on Smosh. In it. You got a SMEGOT. Because you still edit all your videos, right? Because you have a very specific style.
Very stubborn style, I'll say.
Yeah.
I like YouTube has described my editing style as whimsy.
Oh.
Whimsical. And so a very whimsical, I guess, poppy type of editing style that I do. I feel like a lot of people do nowadays, but I just like having control of my content. So I still edit my own stuff.
Is there a video that you have that you're like, okay, I maybe went a little too far with that one, with the style, with the cuts and the hyper anything?
I would say there was an era on YouTube where I did a lot, because I used to watch a lot of, YouTube poop.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that. And so there was an era on my channel where I kind of reflected a lot of that. So it was a lot of like sharp, like repeat cuts over and over again, very like flash edits. And I feel like that was the point. I think between the ages of 18 to 20 was the era. I was being a little bit too much, but I enjoyed it.
Just going, yeah, you're having fun. I feel like there was a recent season where RuPaul tried to YouTube poopify one of his challenges in the edit.
Oh, yes. I know exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a soap opera episode or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
And it was like, this is too far. Stop. Too online. Get out of here. Were you on Tumblr? I can't remember if you said that you've been on Tumblr. You weren't on Tumblr.
I don't even know what Tumblr is.
It was, so this is how I've described Tumblr. Let me know if you agree. I'm very curious. I used to declare Tumblr was clean Reddit, like organized Reddit.
Yeah. It was very organized blogging situation. Yeah.
Like where people talked about stuff, but it
You had
wasn't
a
as,
page? Like
yeah,
a profile?
It was like clean Reddit, but horny Pinterest.
very horny Pinterest.
Yeah.
Lots of sexual GIFs.
Oh, on Tumblr.
Yeah. But I guess I would say that I used to say that a lot before I fully knew what Reddit was. And now I know more about what Reddit is.
Yeah.
So, but I still think Tumblr was less overwhelming and less scary and more horny.
More horny, yeah.
More horny. You tried to post a performance art video.
What does that
Tell me
mean?
about this.
It's still there. It's not doing that well. But I love art.
Yes.
Surprise.
Get him.
What?
We got
no,
him.
I'm not a big art hoe, but my favorite thing is going to art museums.
Yes, because I want to hear about this because, it's nice when you can post content that you're genuinely excited about, but sometimes it doesn't land.
What was the idea of the performance
Yeah.
art?
I just wanted to I like revealing or showcasing things in my life or things that just haunt my mind on my channel. And performance art is very much a thing that I've always been very interested in because it's so out of pocket. And so I just made entire videos trying to tell people this exists, but this also these people make a lot of money. A lot of them that reach a certain level are doing these have you ever seen a video of Butter Dance?
Of course.
The Butter Dance
Of
performance art
course.
video?
I've never seen that.
Never mind, I'll find
Someone like
you.
You haven't seen a girl is dancing to Someone Like You by Adele
Okay.
on top of a gigantic slab of multiple things of butter.
I have done the butter dance.
And, yeah.
I have done the butter dance 5 or 6 times in my life.
What? You've
In a
done
dress-
this 5 or 6 times?
In a dress,
she's
dancing on.
Wait,
Yes,
you gotta watch. She falls.
She's just towing the line right now.
Yeah, you gotta stay up.
Oh, she's doing amazing, sweetie. The quads.
Oh, yeah. Stay up.
She's in high heels, slip and slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Go,
on butter.
yes.
And you gotta get back up.
Mama.
And the butter's
You
kind of
gotta
a
get
cushion
back
in a
up.
way. If you
But yeah,
land on
I did a
it.
video about this because then I went more into this woman specifically because she's done other performance arts. She's done a thing
Wow.
in a room full of coal and all that stuff, and she's had she's been sponsored by large sponsors like Vogue or that fancy champagne company. I forgot what they're called.
Dom Perignon?
No,
Vouv?
Moet or something.
Moet.
Yeah,
Moet, yeah, she's been sponsored by them. These
Wow.
people get big names to really support them dancing on butter.
I had no idea because I see this and I'm like, oh, it's a funny video, and I move on. I don't think about this person ever again. But to know that she's made a whole career out of stuff like this is amazing. Wow. And so there's other people like this that you covered in your video.
There was that, I think another viral one it's this weird ballet where a guy has a pole on his
Pee-pee?
pelvis, yeah, and he's banging
Oh
against.
my God, yes.
Seen that? Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
I have seen this.
But it's supposed to get you to think,
What is
know?
this called? Theater of Cruelty? Theater
Oh yeah, this is Theater of Cruelty. I feel
Theater of
like.
Cruelty.
Yeah.
This is terrifying. And he knows it. Look at him.
He wants it to be terrifying.
I do remember this.
Yep.
And it's, there's so much symbolism to this. Oh, and
Exactly.
people are here. He rung the bell.
Please don't.
I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. Whoa.
You don't have to.
What are we seeing right now, y'all?
Nicole is asking us what we're seeing right now, and I really...
it's hard
Yeah,
to
just hold
describe.
up a cane.
Throw a
Someone's playing it
cane.
like a saxophone.
Someone's
Oh,
deep throating a cane.
Oh, it's an instrument.
Oh, it's
Oh.
yeah.
I kind of want one of those.
Performance art,
What if I had one of those on the show?
Oh my God, yes. Yes. I cannot explain what I just saw. Chance, why don't you take a crack at explaining for our listeners at home?
There's a man on crutches
I can't
who's
describe
using
this.
his arms to get towards a rack. He has
like
a
a clothing
pole
rack.
on his penis. He's scowling at me. He's looking at me. He's making intense eye contact. And he's on his tippy toes, and he's now thrusting his body to make the pole on his penis hit
Summoning another man.
another man with a tutu over
Dinner
his eyes.
is in fact ready.
The man has a cane and harness
He,
like
limps
underwear.
a little, but doesn't. And the other guy now is holding on to the rack, and this guy is
He
not.
has a tutu on his head.
Maybe this
He's
is
taking the cane and he's caressing the cane. He's flipped the
dipped it
cane over.
romantically.
His mouth is open. He's putting the head of the cane into his mouth. The cane is not a cane, it is a flute.
And that's art.
And that is art.
And that is art. I love art like that. I love art that just makes you, when you stare at it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my favorite type
Yeah,
of
I
art.
feel like if a teacher had me watch that and say, write a 600-word essay, I could.
Because anything, it could be
There's
anything.
so much.
It could be interpreted any type of way. And that's why I love that type of stuff.
Okay, and so you made this video and it didn't perform the way you were hoping it would?
No, I mean, people don't really come to me for, I guess, high art. I don't know how to describe it. But I try to make it lighter, being like, oh, if everyone talks about Lady Gaga at the VMAs, that is considered performance art. But then if you go deeper, there's butter dancing and you know, ballet with poles, you know?
I love that.
There's a guy who spent a year handcuffed to another guy for performance art and documented the whole thing.
Or there was a woman that sat at a table for like a month straight.
Or that person who's like, she stood out in the middle of a public area and was like, write whatever you want on me.
That's the same woman, I think, yeah.
Same woman.
And then she also walked the like half of the Great Wall of China with her lover at the same time. And they met up in the middle. And then that was like their final time seeing each other for years.
Are you talking about Maria Abramovich?
Yeah, Maria, yeah.
That's
Maria Abramovich? Wow.
Yeah, she like hadn't seen her like old partner in years, and she did this thing where she sat at a table and like tons and tons of people came through to just sit across from her like this.
There's something with the artist, Alive with the Artist.
Yeah, and then that same man came during that art installation. They haven't seen each other like 15 years, and he sat across from her, and she like started to cry.
Yeah, they didn't say a word. They just cried.
They just stared at each other.
Imagine if that performance arts video started with, my partner and I went to a very large 50,000-mile long walk, and we're gonna walk all the way to the end. And when we get there, you'll never guess what happens next. And then in parentheses, we fucking cry. Wow. That's really cool, though.
It was called like The Artist is Present or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
We brought 100,000 people to sit at a table, see which one would make me cry.
I mean, if you think about it, yeah, like those YouTubers are basically performance artists.
I guess it is. I guess it is.
In a
Just
way.
like using hundreds of people as cattle for their
It's
video.
also like, there's something to be said for the way we qualify what we're doing.
Qualify.
Like, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on instead of you figuring it out for yourself. Instead of doing the thing and letting me see it and interpret it the way I want to interpret it, you're going to tell me exactly what you're doing. Just do the thing.
But this video, would you do it again? Would you still take another crack at it?
I would love to. I mean, I love diving into, I mean, I'm not an art major or anything. I just like the idea of art. I like the idea of pushing and being provocative and making people just like think. And I feel like without art like that, there wouldn't be like the idea of what is normal would have never been pushed to where it is now. You know, we need people dancing on butter to
It's also, actively not popular. It's not going to get, it's not supposed to be for the masses. It's not supposed to be palatable for everyone. It's supposed to be really hard to look at and really hard to digest.
Yeah.
That's what makes it art.
It's a tough dance when you want to do exactly what you want to do as an artist or on YouTube. Like my dream would be to just eat food on camera and say nothing. These are the There's a bit of a delay on
give
that
me a
one.
fart. The cards.
The cards. It's time for the cards. Hit me with a wild card. Different fart.
Different fart.
Okay.
Second fart.
Okay,
Second
Max.
fart is enter the chat.
We have these verifying questions, verifying just how online you are. So first question here, what has gotten better about the internet recently, in your opinion?
Better?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Have you been online recently?
Unfortunately.
What has gotten better?
No, it's gotten worse. Whatever the Instagram, Snapchat thing is that's in the corner of my...
I literally
those
throw it
instants?
away.
Yeah.
Light it on fire.
I can't
Is
deal
Get
with
that
it.
little poopy little bumper. I'm
I can't
swiping
deal
that
with
thing
it.
away.
I think it's because for real, like, it's now obsolete. And I think Instagram is like, let's do that now, you know?
It's so ugly.
Was it for real? Was that?
Yeah.
Be real.
Be real. Be real.
2 minutes to post.
Yeah.
I do not care. I do not care about
No, I
those.
couldn't care less.
I open it and I realized people didn't realize that like when you tap it, it just sends it. You don't get another
Yes.
try. So you'd
Like,
see
oh,
people
so that's what
taking
you
like
look like.
6 and not realizing what's happening.
Oh, sorry, the thing was better.
But yeah, however, we were looking for better.
What's gotten better? Email. You know, it's gotten better to email people. There's suggested prompts now.
Oh yeah.
That's so
Like, you know, I can correspond easier on email now. So thank you.
Do you comment on videos?
I try to. Sometimes I catch myself just like scrolling and not like interacting that much. I'm like, wait a minute, let me show some love to my fellow creators. You know?
Oh yes.
So I try to, like, but I have moments where I just don't. Specifically on YouTube, because I watch a lot of YouTube on TV nowadays, and like the autoplay. So I'm not really subscribing to people anymore either. I'm the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those people every time like, have you subscribed? Do you know like 28% of you aren't subscribed to this channel that watch this video? You should press the button. You know?
Yeah, I'm in that percent. Do you comment? No.
I like.
You're a creature of the night.
I'm a creature of the night.
A girl in the moment.
A lady in the
Girl of the moment.
I'll like comments though.
You take selfies. I get to see them on close
Yes,
friends.
I take a lot of them. Revealing that you're all my close friends. Oh my God.
Get 'em.
The secret dropped.
Get up.
Can we see the last selfie you took? I bet it's a heater. I
hater?
bet it's a heater.
A hater? I've never heard that, but a lot. I am.
A heater.
A heater?
A
heater? Is that what you're saying?
That's a heater.
Like a hot one?
Like it's a hot, yeah.
What is the last selfie?
Let me see mine.
What is the last selfie? I'm taking a selfie in a second.
I feel like your phone case could beat up my phone case.
Oh my God.
My minimalistic phone case.
That's minimalistic.
It's minimalistic.
It's giving gong, 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 gong. That's your selfie?
That's my last selfie.
That's my last selfie.
You didn't want that?
Show it a little closer. Can you zoom in?
My skin looks bad because I'm at the gym.
I love it.
My last selfie is a mirror selfie after I was out partying and drinking since like
Oh no.
12 p.m. and I was back home at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I look exhausted.
Let me see.
Yes, the brow is furrowed.
Okay.
My brow is furrowed. I'm
Good. You look good. Oh, mirror selfie in London. Yeah. I was in London in it just a few days ago.
You were
Still
just in
recovering.
London. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I was just fucking there, mate. Still in it, honestly. Still there.
No accents.
I've been only doing accents. I'm sorry.
No British accents.
No British people allowed.
No more. What's your favorite fandom or fan base online?
Fan base. Ooh.
Other than your amazing, amazing own.
And then my amazing doesiters. I don't even have a name.
Doesiters.
Doesiters. I don't know. Mackies.
The doers.
The doers. Ooh. My favorite fandom online. Ooh. Can I say the Drag Race fans? Because they're insane.
Okay, yes. Okay, can you actually tell me about this? Because it's intense.
I feel like it's like reality TV fandoms in general. Just have a lot of people that get very parasocial with the people of the show. And so I think that's what's happening in the fandom. People get very just like attached to these people's like personal lives, what they're doing outside and all that stuff and how they perform in the show. Because a lot of people, especially drag queens, usually a lot of them nowadays have like a fan base before they even go on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
The fan base thinks they're going to do so well, then they end up like
Not doing
being
that.
eliminated second, and then that fan base is going crazy, you know, and like trying to tear down other queens.
Yes.
It gets very catty and wild. And as a person who's not like that invested in it, it's quite entertaining.
I think it's entertaining too. I'm new to the reality space, like the reality show fandom space. And because I watched all of Vanderpump Rules like a year ago or so. And I was like, oh, we obviously know who the worst people are, obviously. And then I go online and it's like genuinely all over the place. And I do think you're so right on the parasocialness of like, people are seeing themselves in their characters, and nobody's perfect. And some people, you know, really, really identify with the characters on the show. And so I think that's probably part of it too. Is it's like a personal bias in that way.
Definitely.
That's so interesting. What was the last Wikipedia article you read?
Oh.
There's vertical dramas that are coming out in the world, and they're called Duanju. It's based. You didn't know that?
Duanju.
Vertical dramas are based on a Chinese thing called Duanju, which was they were vertical like comic books kind of stories that came out per chapter, and you had to pay per chapter, and then became visual soap operas that are now today. But
Oh.
What was that for? Like, was that for a video?
I literally just came out with a video about it. It's like a world I was just discovering too. Because for the long, you get those ads for those like shows on TikTok. I always thought they were on TikTok. They were just advertising a show that was like on an account, but it's like a whole different website. And so I like dived more into it. It's just very interesting. It's like because it's taken over Los Angeles now, but it's created over like 600,000 jobs in China alone.
Oh my God.
And that's why it's
Wow.
growing overseas because of that.
Wow, makes sense. We have a freelance camera operator here who, when they're not filming here, they sometimes go film vertical dramas, and they're they say it's very interesting. It's a very interesting
Yeah.
set life because some of those shows they're kooky.
Risque.
They're very kooky, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite questions we have here. What are your most used emojis?
Let me see
Ooh,
what my new ones are.
mine is the head nodding one, shaking up
Oh,
and down. Yeah, I do
yeah.
that one as like a very like sassy or like submissively sassy kind
Yeah.
of way. Yeah,
It's like,
Like subject. Yeah. I like
let's
that.
see. Oh, I've been using the wizard.
the
Oh.
wizard.
I can make that happen. Like
Uh,
look of my staff.
I need to look at what that one looks like. The wizard. Google, show me the wizard.
I used to sparkle a lot, especially when I'm like
yeah.
delivering like, I feel depressed. Sparkle,
Yeah,
you know?
Yes. Or no.
Yeah, no, sparkle.
No.
Yeah.
I have a lot of this.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Dang.
one.
I use the steam one that covers up the face.
Oh,
that's a good
Instead of
one.
them, yeah.
You can't see me.
I like that one too. Okay, good to know.
I'll start using the steam one. That's good. I'll start using that.
No accents.
start using. No accents.
No accents. Okay. Okay, these are.
What a hostile podcast, you know?
It's just we have rules and we need to stick to them.
Yep, you're right. Mac, can we look at your screen time?
Let's see.
are you
Actually,
using?
where do we go for that? Settings?
Per day?
I went down 78% from last week, guys.
Whoa.
A total of 7 hours and 18 minutes.
Wow. Well, that's the average. I think that's pretty much the average if you're a content creator. And maybe it's down because you were editing so much.
Yeah, I was editing a lot this past week.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you were creating stuff for the internet.
I was using it a lot on Tuesday for some reason.
What were you, Chance?
Since like the beginning of May, I have barely been on my phone.
What are your hours?
And I set my things to 30 minutes for TikToks and 30 minutes to Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Wow.
Well done. I gotta be like 6 hours.
I'm also not answering emails, so.
well, there you go.
I am.
Okay, what was the app you're using the most? Do you know?
Grinder. No, let me see.
Well, our previous
Well, our
guest.
last guest was 7 hours on Grindr, so.
It
Yeah.
was a lot of hours. They were in a new city.
Okay. But still a lot. All right. Go outside. Go to a bar, mama.
Imagine who you'd meet.
Imagine it. But it's X. I use X a lot.
What is that?
Ooh.
Elon Musk's
Oh.
app now,
Twitter.
you know, his
Yeah.
colonized app.
Fighter.
Oh, yeah. I got off of there. They were too
Yeah.
mean to me on there.
They were yeah, they're very mean, but it's, I mean,
just didn't know what they were talking about a lot of time. I'm like, you have no, where are you?
yeah,
where
I
did
am
you
an
get that
I am
from?
an internet filth, so I really much find that stuff entertaining when people are just like fighting for no reason online, just arguing about the most simple stuff on Twitter. And I'm like, what are we doing?
don't particularly like Twitter either, but when I am on there, it's mostly beautiful, gorgeous Sabrina Carpenter pictures or beautiful, amazing fashion pictures of like old 2000s fashion, actual real photos. Do you get a lot of fashion content on there too?
Specifically for like certain events, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I get fashion in general. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fashion girl, I guess.
I know, yes.
Surprisingly.
The content has, no, and that's art.
Yeah, that's art.
That
It
is
is
art.
art. It is art.
Fashion is
I feel like,
performance art.
fashion is one of the most consumed static forms of art, in my opinion, casually for people, especially like the Met Gala and all that stuff. People don't realize they're consuming art. when
Right.
They do
They
that.
almost have like blindness to it. So we have a game for you, Mac. This is called Cringe, Cursed, or Camp. When we thought of this game, there's actually a different option, which is cunt, or what has some people call current. We're gonna look at some pictures of red carpet looks, daring outfits online, and we're gonna rate them. Cringe, cursed, camp, current,
Current.
Court.
Shall we begin? Hairstyles 2019,
Oh,
the pink biker shorts, pilgrim hat combo.
that's cursed.
I think that's so cursed.
Absolutely cursed. I mean, it's giving Blair Witch, you know? It's giving witch.
Yes. I
Giving
love
Crucible, you know?
it's like
the hat.
Yeah, it's like if a Ken doll got stung by a bee down there.
It's kind of cringe for me.
Stung by a bee down there.
It's
Now I
cringe
can't
because of the
unsee it.
hands.
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to turn away in cringe because it's Harry Styles. He's doing it. He's committing to a moment.
Mhm.
But no. You are entitled to deeming it cringe. I think that's why I consider it cursed. You say cursed,
Okay,
and
yeah.
there's a campiness to it.
There's almost a camp. It's just too. I don't know. It's
Mhm. It's too haunted.
His nipples are hidden. It's wild. Okay. Emma Stone 2025. I remember this.
There are popcorn in her hips.
I'm sorry. That smile is making me go camp. It's awesome.
She's having a
so
good
proud
time.
of herself.
She is
and
having a
It's
fun
bringing me joy.
time.
She's
She's
having a
enjoying
blast.
herself. That's camp.
Yeah.
I love it. It is camp because she's making a mess for someone else. I
spilling
love it. That is camp.
She's leaving a trail.
Oh. Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet with the pink
The little pink
scarf.
scarf.
Pink scarf.
Sorry.
And the hat.
Oh God.
The
like a
hat's
choker
got a lot
scarf.
going on.
I had a cousin who would race like go-karts.
Okay. Like
And
MB2, little go-karts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you can imagine the people that would like be around the track, like watching these competition go-kart races and like taking huge trailers that cost so much money
Oh, yeah,
of like
yeah.
competitive go-kart racing.
And taking it way too seriously.
This guy is going to be around that track. This guy might be paid as a coach to coach kids to go-kart.
Car race.
But trying to seem different with the scarf.
So cringe.
It feels cringe in that it's like he's trying to be something. This is what I think. I'm calling it cringe because it's like, oh, you're trying to be something, but it's not landing.
It's not
Yeah.
landing. You're trying to be camp and it's
It's
not.
giving
Right.
Silver Lake.
Mm.
It is too clean
Mhm.
to be silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
It's-
jacket, it looks like it came straight out of the plastic.
Right. Yep. Has
Oh.
never been worn.
Never worn.
This is cringe.
Cringe.
Mhm.
Cringe. Sorry, bud.
Okay. Come on.
Cursed but
honest.
camp.
Now we're looking at real fashion.
This is
here.
camp.
You can be honest.
This
We're
is
also like
camp.
on the street. Like
I love the twinkle in your glasses.
the twinkle is nice. You can be honest. You can be honest.
Funny, when you approached me during the show with this, I was trying my best not to crack up in front of your face. I was
Sure.
like, what is happening?
Me working security at my own show.
I loved
Which
it.
is camp.
That's
This is
camp.
so camp.
That's camp.
The big fake muscles is camp.
My producers were like, "You're not working security." I was like, "I actually am."
Yeah, you're not afraid.
No, I'm not afraid.
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? Shoot me? They're like, yes.
Yes, well,
Like that's what we're afraid of.
Oh,
this is a famous moment. Is
the big hat. Yeah, the big
Zendaya
hat.
in the
That
big
is
hat,
very-
and I didn't realize she was also in a jumpsuit. She had very few pieces of clothing on.
This is
Mhm.
crazy.
This is-
She is the
I've
hat
never
is-
seen the full body. I've only seen
The hat.
The hat.
And the hat is very yes,
Yep.
but the outfit is a choice.
Yeah, it's a little bit cursed now.
Mhm,
With
it's a
the
little
full
bit cursed.
fit,
I think it's the
cursed.
stance
Sorry.
specifically.
I'm
Yeah.
going full like what is like that is
Yeah.
amazing.
It is Zendaya.
Also Teen
too.
Vogue, like that's great.
Yeah.
A big hat for the Teen Vogue
Yeah.
party.
For the Teen Vogue party, little edge,
Little
you know?
edge.
I can like see all the edits of this, like the spiral and the hypnosis.
Yeah, when the hat got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes!
I guess it's Courtney.
Okay.
This is very Courtney.
This is very Courtney.
This was at your birthday.
This was at my birthday. Flowers versus feathers. You were flowers.
You guys
Yeah.
in Joshua Tree? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going camp.
Very camp.
Thank you. That is a picnic basket on my head.
Yeah.
That's
why
camp.
it's camp.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh.
Ooh,
Kim Petras,
yes, I remember
2021.
this. Horse girl to the extreme.
That is a horse head on her,
On her
body.
chest.
To the camera now. That is current in camp.
That's very camp.
Jason Momoa,
What?
2022. This is so funny.
What?
When
is
it's
this?
when it's the playing dress up stage of the sleepover.
It's very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
what
he's
it's
wearing
giving.
wearing
What is the white
pajamas
thing?
and like
it's literally
a
like
What is the white? Oh, it's
sailor suit. What is happening?
it's like a captain's jacket. It's I love the jacket.
you like it? Are you gonna go camp for this?
the pajamas underneath was a flop. The shoes and the jacket, if there was literally anything else
Jacket's
under
off
there.
the shoulders. I like the jacket though.
I kind of like the shoulders.
Because it has those admirable those little things that the captains have, the tassels,
Little tassel things, yeah.
and all those badges.
I'm going cursed because of the purple.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
cursed.
cursed,
It's
yeah.
giving like, it reminds me of like Grimace or something. I feel like I'm at a FNAF premiere. It's weird. Cursed. Okay. Camp. Big rainbow
Ooh,
head.
jump scare. What a
2017.
throwback. What
What's
a
this from?
throwback. I did a video where I let my viewers dress me. And this was one of the outfits they
Damn.
made me buy.
That's awesome.
So they
That's a
did you so
great
dirty.
video.
They said you ugly.
They
and it
said,
became a meme. It became like a gay meme for over a decade.
wow. Okay, well, this is camp, not cringe. Maybe felt cringe in the moment, but no, this is camp. Oh. Doja Cat 2021. I never saw this.
Camp.
I never
Very
saw
camp.
this.
Look at those. The feet are crazy.
The dogs are curled.
That is crazy.
I never saw
Dogs
this.
are curled.
She literally. when was Zendaya's hat picture?
2014.
2014. Doja Cat said, "Watch this." Had the big hat.
Oh wow! What
Oh
hat.
my god,
Yeah.
it's
She
cursed.
won too. That's
It's
awesome.
cursed, but also
The hat looks like an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives bonus points in my book, you know?
those shoes are the craziest things I've ever seen to this day.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to grab one of the toes and
No.
yank at it.
No.
Wow. Oh, Frank Ocean 2021.
Is that Baby
Oh.
Shrek?
That's one of those it's those realistic babies that you could buy. You could buy like an Alien one or a Shrek one. They were
Cursed.
an odd time. Yeah, this
It
is cursed
very
as hell.
cursed.
I don't like it. It's out of place.
Mm-mm.
It's not performance art. It's separate from him.
Mm-mm.
Explain.
Courtney.
So it was a bit of a hat on a hat games video.
Okay.
It was
Courtney.
branded. We played a cat game dressed as cats with cats.
All right.
So it was a hat on a hat on a hat, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't do my makeup for this one.
Were you playing a game about cats? Wait,
It was
what?
a cats mobile game
Oh.
while painted as cats with cats.
Cats.
Oh man.
Do you think I look proud in that picture? Do I look confident? Do I look certain of my decisions?
I'm going cringe.
I almost took home 2 cats that day.
Andrew Lloyd Webber will be so proud.
It's cringe. Oh, and look at you now!
No, I'm sorry.
Look at you
I'm
now!
sorry. I'm sorry. We're not the same. We're not the same. I ate with that. Look, that
Oh,
is not the
My
same.
God. Is that supposed to be was it Mew? Not
Meow.
Meow? Okay. Oh.
You're wearing a sheepskin fur.
Yeah,
For
I look sickly.
Yeah,
Like the skin looks sickly.
and the wig with it is.
I look like
raw.
Gore the God Killer from Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Deep cut.
This is cursed.
curse, yeah.
Great. Agreed.
Oh,
Jaden
I
Smith.
reviewed this one. Oh my God. It's like he thought he was eating in a way that he is not.
Yeah.
And that's the part that makes it uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
part
going
that makes
cringe.
it very
A bit
pretty
cringe.
cringe.
I
It's
don't
not
like
even
the-
cursed. It's
and-
cringe.
Yeah, the castle's off center, which bothers me, and also his then it kind of highlights how his gait is kind of off.
And his
Mhm.
stance is weird too.
Yeah, it's all a little off.
You do all that work and not know how to stand on the red carpet,
Right.
you know?
T.
Practice.
Practice. Yeah, practice in the mirror.
Yeah, cringe.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't
mama. It's face on face on face.
Chaperone, I saw the video of the
Cunt.
person who designed this, how they made it, and how they had like no time to make
What?
it.
Really?
It was a very last minute idea.
Absolutely.
The most
Very
camp
yeah.
thing I've ever seen. They hand painted her on everything.
Wow.
It's amazing. And that
Incredible.
skirt. Oh, and the head on top of her head. It is so good.
Moment.
You could put that on the screen all day. I don't care. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is from the Traders?
Yeah. Alan
Is it
Cummings.
the Traders or
2025?
it's just
I think it's
Traders?
the Traders.
I'm going cringe.
I will say, some days he does more than others.
I would say he had a lot of better outfits than this. It's very cringe.
This is what is going on. Where is the focus?
It's hats on hats on hats. It's worse. It's definitely.
We need to refine.
I had less hats on hats in my cat picture, true. So maybe it was a little bit better than.
No cat picture.
But it is too many things. You got the fur on top. You got the harness on top of the plate. You could have done just the plate and the
fur on top of the harness on top of the plate.
And the gauntlets. And it could have just been the plate and the kilt.
I'm so out on this. It's actually insane.
Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am. Whoa, the head next to, it's your husband?
Yes, it was my Halloween outfit last year. I played a pregnant praying mantis that is eating the head of its lover that impregnated them, because that's what they do.
Wow, and it tells a story.
Camp.
And that's like that viral drag queen's performance. Where
and I didn't even know that was a thing until someone showed me the videos, and that drag queen was on the last season of Drag Race, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
And it was a viral thing that they had done in their show before being on RuPaul's Drag Race, and so I guess it was controversial, and people were like bummed. They're like, "Why did you do the same thing that you do all the time?"
It's their thing, though.
I know, and it's incredible.
Yeah,
Had everybody gagging.
It's like, I'm on the platform, so I'm gonna do the thing that I do best on the platform.
This is camp. How did you source the head?
I bought it. Amazon.
Really?
And I had like a mannequin head already. Don't ask why. And I put it over the mannequin head.
You got 2020.
What is happening here?
Oh, yeah, she's like an angelfish.
Yeah, angelfish. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's an angelfish clownfish vibe.
Okay.
That's incredible.
I'm going to go with camp.
That's very camp.
Very camp.
No question. Current camp.
Current camp.
Oh.
Hey.
He's camp.
I'm going to go cursed because of the filed down teeth.
Yeah, the picture.
Filed down teeth?
Yeah.
They give a little bit of filed down.
Oh, yeah.
But have you seen his photo shoot? That one he did for, was it GQ? The very campy photo shoot he did? It was so good. It kind of upped his coolness. Yeah, see the big muscle suit? See the white?
Oh, that's fun.
He did, and like the one on the white psych too. He did a bunch of different very cool ones.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
fun.
And then the one with the liquid death. And that him being shiny.
It's giving League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The one there, he's like.
Wow, his legs. Are those fake?
Those are fake.
Those are fake. Those are muscle suit. I love it. He kind of went camp with it, you know?
That's great. I love that.
But that picture itself was cursed. I'm sorry. Look at him. He's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny.
He's kind of funny. But this is cursed. What do you think he was saying?
Oh.
Hi.
I like the tongue is like in between the teeth too. It's like little.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like,
oh, he's crazy. Oh my gosh. You can't take him outside. Oh my God.
Can't take you anywhere. All right. That concludes cringe, cursed, cramp,
Cramp.
Courtney. Thank you for playing, Mac. That was our first time playing that game before.
I'm glad I could.
Thank you. How did you like it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The pictures of me, you know.
Was that game cringe, cursed, cramp?
Cramp?
Cramp.
It was very cramped.
It was so
very cramped.
Mac, how do you get into new creators?
The magical service of YouTube recommendations, you know? Primarily.
What are you into right now?
Ooh. Not really creators right now. I'm into a lot of criminal psychology.
Oh.
I've been watching.
Yeah.
A lot of those like interrogation videos. Like they break down being like, how interrogators get the criminals to basically confess.
Yeah.
What I've learned is if you've done the crime and you're asked to go into interrogation room, like 90% of the chance they already know you did it. And
Isn't
it's got to get you to admit it, basically. And
it is so wild. I love when it's like that little that voice that's like, you can tell in this moment that the interrogator has him pinned against a wall emotionally and he's about to confess.
You see how the suspect shifted his body when asked this question because he was holed off and reserved. You know, it's like, wow.
His demeanor was completely different when nobody was in the room.
Do they have to go to the interrogation room?
I think because they want to seem willing and like they're not.
Yeah, like they're not.
What's the word?
A lot of them,
yeah, but don't you know to ask for a lawyer? Don't you know you don't have to?
A lot of them don't.
That is
some of them,
dumb.
or the interrogators can be very good at kind of working around
making them
that.
feel like they don't know anything about the situation. So like, we're just gonna ask you a few questions. It's fine.
Yeah,
you don't need a lawyer or anything.
Yeah. Is there a part of you that likes to dissect interactions like that?
Yeah, I think I just like the psychology of liars. It's very interesting to see specifically that the criminal psychology and like how they find out how they're lying, how they get them to tell the truth and all that stuff. It's very interesting to see the videos of them walking in thinking they can manipulate the master manipulators of the whole situation, which are the interrogators, you know?
No, I think there's so much like bravery and gall for the interrogator to be able to push, you know, or like when they get to a point where you can tell that the interrogators are sitting closer and closer to the person.
Or like the moment they know when to turn on emotions and turn off the emotions for the pressure. It's like it's art.
It is
an art form.
When they were pretending to empathize and be like, listen, I know it was probably an accident, right?
Yeah, like, oh yeah.
That is an art. It's a dance. Mac, what's something you miss about the internet like 5 to 10 years ago?
Community. No.
Community shifts. It definitely shifts.
5 to 10 years ago, I shorter videos. You know, making shorter videos was a great time.
Honestly,
Very fun. I miss challenge videos, low key. Like when that was like a very popular thing that everyone was doing. Or like, what was it, Nail Polish Mountain?
Oh, yeah, 100 coats of everything. When Jenna Marbles did 100 coats of hairspray, 100 coats of nail polish, 100 coats of mascara.
Whoa.
It took so much less to be entertained. Now it's like, we need not 100 layers of nail polish, 100 people in one small box, and the last one in the box doesn't die.
I put 100 nail technicians in a room, and the first one to
kiss me on the mouth.
Oh.
First one to make a French tip out of a carpet wins $1 million or something.
That was better than mine. Did you watch a lot of challenges on YouTube?
No, I never watched a lot of YouTube. In general.
No accents.
Oh, shit.
Guess we didn't need the soundboard at all.
Soundboard was the friends we made.
We did it. Wow. Well, we're out of time.
Oh, we are?
Can you believe it?
So fast.
That was so fast.
Is there anything that we didn't get to talk about that you wish you could have touched on?
I'm gay. The whole room.
Mac. So you've been lying to us the whole time.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Wow, Mac. Thank you so much for coming on and being on yet another one of our shows. We love to have you here
Thank
always.
you for having me.
Why aren't you a Smosh cast member at this point?
I don't know. Ask everyone else.
Oh.
I'm waiting for the email, you know?
Okay, and you know what? You're right. You got to make sure you're checking those emails.
Checking those emails.
What are you going to do? Okay, this mustn't end. You must come back sometime.
Of course,
Okay.
yes. I got so much more internet stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Mhm.
Yes, you do. Amazing, amazing. Well, Chance, would you like to say anything before we go?
No.
No?
No.
Not a thing.
You want me to say something?
Yeah, say something.
Live your best life. And if you're not living your best life, be a cat. Was that Camp Kuschner?
Maybe it was all of them.
It's all above, yeah.
Okay. Thank you again, Mac. Is there anything that you want to shout out that you're up to, that you're doing? I mean, everybody should obviously check out your channel.
Check out my channel, MacDoesIt. I feel like for a good year and a half, I was really being slow on my whole YouTube game because I was mentally dealing with stuff. But I'm back. I've been bouncing back. I've been really enjoying YouTube more than ever before. Yay. So yeah, check me out. I've been having fun. I have 2 channels now too. MacDoesIt Plus as well.
Back and better than ever. Check him out. Thank you so much, Mac. Thank you, Chance, for being my buddy. And thanks everyone for hanging out with us. I hope you leave the internet feeling better than when you opened it today. Love you. Do it. Okay. Uh-oh.
Bye.
Bye. That was a new one.
What a weird one. I haven't used that the whole time.